Hello everyone, myself Bhavana. Today we will be discussing about learning objects. So you must have heard about learning objects, right? What do you know about learning objects? Yes, learning object is any kind of instructional resources. Okay, any kind of instructional resources that are available both digitally or non-digitally, and it could be known for its what? It's designed or known for its reusability and adaptability. Yeah, it is available anytime or anywhere, and it is reusable. Right? You know about this, right? Next, there are the key characteristics of learning objects. Reusability, we have already discussed reusability. And next is its modularity. It can be split into different components or it can be made into a whole component, right? And it is accessible and it can be used for interactive sessions, like we can create a video or interactive sessions like quizzes, debates, like and so on. And examples. Learning objects, there are different types of learning objects, right? The first one being text-based learning objects. What are the text-based learning objects? They are PDFs, PDFs, ebooks and infographics comes under the text-based learning objects. Then comes multimedia. What are multimedia contents? Like videos, animations, podcasts. These all comes under multimedia. And next is the interactive content. The simulations, as we all know, the simulations and the verbal labs, quizzes, these all comes under interactive content. And next is the collaborative elements. Collaborative elements in which we will be collaborating with each other, like group projects, discussion forums. In this we will be collaborating. So we have discussed text-based and multimedia, interactive and collaborative elements. Next is types of learning. There are different types of learning. The first one being informational learning objects, right? Informational learning objects. The name itself suggests its meaning. Like it is providing a foundational or fundamental knowledge or informations. Like where will we get the fundamental knowledge or fundamental informations? From lecture notes, right? Okay, we will be getting these informations from lecture notes, or we can just read an article or any kind of infographics, okay? And next comes the second type being instructional learning objectives. Instructional learning objectives, they are providing instructions, right? They offer us structured learning experiences. For example, video tutorials. We will get a structured analysis or structured learning experience from video tutorials or step-by-step guides. We will be getting them through online, right? And interactive e-learning modules. And the third type being practice and assessment learning objects. Okay, here the name itself suggests again practice and assessment, right? And it allows the learners to test their knowledge and skills. Like we can test our knowledge and skills through these learning objects. For example, like online quizzes, we can test our knowledge using them, simulations, case studies, etc. Next, the fourth one is collaborative learning objects. They can promote the peer learning. We can collaborate with each other, right? We can have a peer learning session or something. So they provide the peer learning and interactions between people. This, the examples for this being discussion forums. Discussion forums, group assignment only for students. No, right? It is useful for the both. Like for a teacher, it is better to save time in creating such contents. We can just collect the ideas through these learning objects. It is already available. So we can save the time in content creations. And next is the teaching materials. Many materials are available online and offline. So we can understand which materials are consistent. So it enhances the consistency in teaching materials. Next is it facilitates. Like we can easily modify our knowledge. We can update our knowledge through these learning objects. Like facilitates easy updates and modifications. And it also supports the diverse learning styles of students. And next is for students, it encourages their self-paced and flexible learning. Students can go through their own phase and they will be having a flexible learning environment. Okay, they can consider their own time, they can consider their needs, and they can slow down the videos, they can speed up the videos. For highly intelligent people, it will provide more opportunities, and for low students having a low IQ, they will be having another way of learning, right? And the next is enhances the engagement through multimedia content. Okay, we will be engaged more with the multimedia contents. We will have an idea of using these multimedias. We can get a understanding of these multimedias and their contents. And it also provides a platform for interactive learning experience. We can interact with each other. We can discuss our information. We can share our ideas. Okay, so these learning objects provides an interactive learning experience, and then supports differentiated instructions and personalized learning. So these learning objects can provide a personalized learning experience. And there are many issues for these learning objects. What are they? You must know. We have already known about different sites. We will be, for assignments and all, we'll be using different sites, right, available online. And we all know that many sites have different information. The same concept has different meanings in different sites. So there will be a standardization issue. Different platforms have different content formats. And next is a quality control. Like, not all learning objects maintain high educational values. Some learning objects are having least educational value. Some will be blunder. So there will be an issue in quality. Next is a technical barriers. Some learning objects requires a specific software or internet access. So these learning objects are not available for all softwares or all type of internet access. So it is a barrier, technical barrier. And next comes the student adaptability. Some students may struggle with the self-paced learning. Some students would need personalized instructions, right? They need an teacher or an mentor or someone with, they need a contact, right? So these some students may struggle with this self-paced learning. These all are the issues of learning objects.